Hi, this is Jenny from the Ukulele Sisters, and I'm going to teach you some of the tools I use when I improvise over the 12-bar blues. First thing you need to know is the 12-bar blues pattern, and it really is 12 measures long, and it's going to be showing up on the screen. But you're going to do a measure of C, and the second measure can be either F or C, then we do C and C. Then the next group of 4 measures is going to be F for 4, F for 4, back to C for 4, back for C for 4. Then we'll have the third line, which is also your turnaround line. So the last 4 measures, you're going to do G7, F, C, and you could end with C, but if you're going to go back again, you'll do a G7 there. So your strumming pattern in the blues, you want it to feel more jazzy, which means you don't want the beat to be even. You don't want 1 and 2 and 3. You want 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So you want an uneven strum. And so when you're doing it, if you're starting going down, up, down, then you switch to F for 4, then back to C for 4. C again for 4, and you'll continue that way throughout the entire chorus of the blues. The chorus is 12 measures. It's really helpful if you do it with a blues backing track, and you can find those easily online if you search. I did put them in the blog post, and there's 2 that I use. One is from STRUMMING, which is an app where you purchase a membership. The other one is just simply blues backing tracks in C. I usually do slow or medium, and I just go to Google to find them. But there's some links in the blog post. So when I'm doing it, I'm going to be uneven strumming like that. I can also add boogie notes. So for the C chord, I can go like this. Then for the F chord, add the D note right here. The third finger, and back to the C. And then I could do the C7 here, or I could go here, either way. Then I'm doing F with the blues note, and then I'm going back to C for 2 measures. Now I'm on my G7, and then here, if you don't want to do that one because you can't reach with your pinky, then don't do it, but then the F, then the C, and then a G7, and that's how you would do it. So trying to make the strumming pattern a little bit more bluesy will go a long way towards making your song sound a little cooler. Now when you're improvising over the 12-bar blues, you want to use notes from the blues scale. And it tends to be easiest when there's either a backing track or you've recorded yourself playing the entire 12-bar blues probably 3 or 4 times. But record it into your phone and then improvise with it. So you'll hear yourself playing, and then you'll make up a melody that goes over that. If you want to just use a blues backing track, I go to an app called STRUMMING, and they have 12-bar blues in that. Or I go online and I look up for slow blues backing track in C. And I try to get one that's bluesy, not too jazzy, because I want the chords to remain simple. It tends to sound better with doing simple material. Now the easiest scale I know is the one I teach is called I call it the 2-string blues scale. And I'm going to put my index finger, first finger, in the 3rd fret on the E string on the G note, and I'll play fret 3, 5, 6. Then I do the same thing on the A string. 3, 5, 6. Now if you're a person that doesn't like to use your pinky and you want to finger it like that, that's fine. I'm used to using my pinky, so that's how I do it. So if I'm going to play that scale, it sounds, and I can go the other way. And then if I want to like slide into a note, and I can also do like a 3-note lick or something over some of those notes. So I might go, and that'll create something that will sound good throughout the entire improvisation. Now when I get a little bit more advanced, I want to learn the blues scale probably all over the instrument, but for right now I'm going to show you just the down low one, which goes like this. It starts on my C string. I go 3, 1 on the A string, and the 3, 2, up licks using 2 or 3 of those notes. So I might do something like this. And that creates something that's kind of bluesy. The blues bass line can also be used for improvisation, and I'm going to show you what I wrote out here. Here is what you do on the C chord, starting on your C, 0, 0, C, E, G. For F, you do the same thing, but I go down the neck a little bit, so I go, and then to the 5th fret. And partly that's so that I'll have the same shape as I did on C. Then on G, I'm going to start on the 3rd fret on the A string in one measure, so you could do this, and then go down to F, and then down to C. And if you hit a wrong note, you can always slide into the right one. Another technique you can use in improvisation is an arpeggiation of a chord, and for that I would finger pick. And so here is my C. If I were to do my B flat chord here and then move it up to the 3rd fret, I have a C chord. But I'm not going to arpeggiate all 4 strings. I'm just going to take the A string, the E string, and the C string and go. And then do a little walk down. And that works really well at the end of the first line of the blues, where you have the 2 C chords before you go to the F chord on the 2nd on measure 5. Oops. Here's an example of another blues lick that I used from the blues scale. And I'm sliding from 3rd fret to the 4th. Blues song. It's really nice if you can have an introduction and an ending. So here is one introduction. I'm starting up on fret 10 and fret 8, but it's not as hard as it looks, and I'm on the middle 2 strings. I'm doing triplets. So I'm going 10, 8, 10, 9, 8, 9, reverse the fingers, 8, 8, 8, 7, and this is just a bar. It's like a D7, but it's up here on the 8th fret. That makes a really nice introduction. So it sounds, and then you're ready to start. And then at the ending, I did another turnaround. This one's a pretty straightforward turnaround. It's 3, and then my G7, and then my C, and that works as a nice ending. And then I go up here to the 8th fret and slide up to the 12th fret. There's a dot. And that makes a kind of cool ending for a blues song. So I hope you've enjoyed all these blues tools, and you'll use them when you play a blues song. Thanks so much.